Okay. All right. Visible now? Okay. So this is what we are going to talk about today, which is Facebook ads. I actually am a Facebook ads practitioner. I've been practicing Facebook ads for the past 2.5 years. Have spent I think $80,000, $90,000 worth of ad spend, and managed a lot more than that on Facebook ads. And I still consider it to be the unexplored gold mine by the masses, which means a lot of people still in the world haven't yet explored Facebook ads. So I think, let me tell you that the fact that only 5.6 million businesses across the globe use Facebook ads. So it just means that we have still a lot of potential to go and explore Facebook ads. So let's dive in today, and I'll go through this quick because I also know that you all have a lot of questions. So I'll just dive deep into it, and I won't tell you the kind of strategic aspects, the deep aspects. I will tell you things which you shouldn't do and should do, so that your campaigns, your ads are profitable. You should make money. That's what the core factor of an advertising campaign is. Okay. So let me just, yeah, all right. So number one, why to advertise on Facebook? So if you see, Facebook has one thing which we all want, very, very near to us, very, very dear to us. It's known as data. All right. If you have data, you're a billionaire, you're a trillionaire. You have seen Mark Zuckerberg, right? So he has the data. So that data is being required by all the advertisers all across the world. So that's why we have to advertise on Facebook. And Facebook knows more about you than you yourself. So every like button, every follow button you press on, you get added to one category on Facebook, which is then sold to the advertisers, and then you can showcase the ads. So consider this as the most important thing, that if you have to run Facebook ads, you have the data with you. You can target precisely and get conversions, get sales, get more leads for your business or your clients. Okay. So first of all, let's understand that what is the psychology behind running ads, and how is the Facebook ads actually structured. So if you see that, why people buy on Facebook, or why people generally people buy because they have a pain point to solve, or they have a problem which they are suffering from, or they find something really attractive they can't afford, but to open their wallets, swipe their credit cards, and get that thing to their home. So if we consider that, then it's our responsibility to make sure we are presenting the offer in front of them, so that we can make more sales and we grow as a brand in their eyes. That's the main thing. That's the main psychology. The reason why people buy. They have to either solve a problem, they see something which is very interesting to them, or again, they are in deep pain and they want to solve that, or they want to be at a better place than they are right now. The best example is the before after thing, right? Before, you were thin or you want to gain some weight, so you see the ad of weight gain supplement something, and then you buy it, you eat it, you do something, and then you gain weight, right? So that's the outcome of that thing. So if you see, Facebook ads is divided into three sections, which is awareness, consideration, and conversion. So what is awareness? If you're a new brand, if no one knows about you, it's very much normal for you to go ahead and make people aware about your brand first, before even you engage with them. The best example is that marriage, right? You go someone, you see them for the first time, you don't marry at the same location. You either date them and stuff like that, which happens. I'm not aware about that, but that's how this works. This is a funnel, all right? So you make them aware, you drive content, right? You tell them that I exist, I am a brand, I exist, I do this, I do that. And then you showcase them some testimonials to showcase them why you're important to them, how you can add value to their lives, your products or services. And then at the end of the day, you then showcase them your offer, your product or service, which is, guys, you know about me now, you know that my content is great, you know that you need me, you need my product. So here's my product, my offer, my service. It's at 50% off, 20% off, take it right now. That's when the conversion happens. That's when people actually transact with you. They open their cards, they swipe, and then boom. All right. So that's the money in your bank. So that's how the thing works in Facebook. A lot of people debate that you should go for conversions directly. Yes, you can go do that, only if you have a funnel in the backend, which means you have one product. On back of that, you have a product which is again priced at a higher value. So if someone buys something from Facebook, you know that there are costs involved, right? There's a cost per acquisition, cost per lead concept. So that has to be above of what you're paying to Facebook so that you can make profit, because advertising is sales and profit. All right. So at the end of the day, everything's profit in business. So make sure that you are following this funnel. All right. Awareness, concentration, and conversion. Let me showcase it to you how it looks in Facebook. All right. So let me just showcase. Um, okay. So this is my ad manager. All right. So if you can see, we have awareness, consideration, and conversion. Facebook automatically lays it out for you how you can do that. Awareness is brand awareness, reach, consideration is traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead generation messages, and conversions is again the sales. The sales part can also come from these things, lead generation messages, but again, the intent, the audience Facebook has categorized, which is whom should buy, whom should travel to your website, and whom should see your brand and recall it for the purchases is categorized by Facebook. So that hard work has been done by Facebook already. So there's no guesswork. The AI is very strong right now and it can do the work for you. So that's how the funnel looks like. All right. So let's get back to where we were. Um, all right. So yeah, so how Facebook ads work? So Facebook ads has a bidding system. All right. So it's like, if you have seen any auction, like someone who bids the highest wins, right? So that's how it works in Facebook. But right now the systems have changed. Your ad should also be relevant to the audience whom you're targeting. If your ad is not relevant, then it's not going to be showcased. Or even if you bid higher but people are not responding positively to your ad, your quality score reduces and your ad either receives a lot of costs, or it doesn't receive a good response, and ultimately Facebook charges you a lot of money to showcase your ad to the further audience. So you have to make sure that the auction, the bidding system is in support of you. You are spending good money, at the same time creating good ads, beneficial ads, and not scamming people, adding value to their lives via content, via good products, services, so your brand stays relevant for the longer term. Okay. So now we have three settings in Facebook. The Facebook ads dashboard or the ads manager is divided into three segments. One is campaign level settings, one is ad set level settings, and one is ad level settings. So if you see the campaign level settings, we have two options, which is campaign budget optimization, and either you can have A/B testing settings over there. But what does campaign budget optimization means? It means that you give full control to Facebook's AI to decide to spend your budget across your ads manager. It means you given $500 a day to Facebook, and you say, Facebook, go ahead and decide whom you want to show this ad to, and just distribute this budget accordingly so that I, as an advertiser, can get the maximum profit out of it. Earlier the system was, it also exists right now, but it's by default it will be gone in a few months, which was you also control the ad set level, which means you control these ad spend you do on your targeting and placements. It means if you have some ad sets, right, you decide to spend $30 on one ad set, so you can then control how much you give it to one ad set, how much you distribute it to another ad set. But here you have lost your control and you have said to Facebook, okay, whichever ad set performs better, you automatically distribute it to them. So that's what you set at the campaign level. All right. And this thing is very crucial for you to understand, because Facebook ads is a little bit advanced concept. And if you have to make money, you need to understand these concepts very, very well. So next is ad set level targeting, which means your targeting and placements, right? Whom you should target. Interest-based targeting, right? You should know that if you have to make people buy, you have to reach to the right people. You cannot show a dog. If you sell dog training, you cannot show it to a cat loving person. He won't buy it because he owns a cat. He doesn't own a dog. So you need to make sure that your targeting is apt and you're showcasing it to the right audience at the right placements. So when you talk about placements, it means if you want to showcase it, the ad to in the mobile news feed, you want to showcase it in the Instagram story. So everything has a different placement. If you have seen scroll through Instagram, you have seen Instagram stories ad, right? So those ads are placements when an advertiser is making ads in Facebook. So they can make it natively, they can make it, they can distribute one content to each placement. So that's how it works. You need to make sure their targeting is correct. And it again is a deep concept. So I'm just touching upon the iceberg. So tip of the iceberg. So make sure that you get this right every single time. Next is the ad level. So it means key ad copies and creatives. Your copy and creative is the main, you can say, meat why should someone even consider clicking on your ad? You can have the good target, you can have everything correct, but if your message, if your creative doesn't resonate with your audience, it won't convert. Like if you see Zen Siddiqui, recently talking about the storytelling part, the brand connect, that really has an impact, and that really works. And storytelling works in the ad as well. It's not just social media management. In the ad market, ad world, social storytelling works like wonders. Okay. The next is Facebook Pixel. So you should definitely treat it like a family member. If you have someone, you have father, mother, you have pets, keep this Facebook Pixel as one of your family members, because this is one of the biggest important, biggest important, um, you know, thing in Facebook ads. You can ask Shamnus, you can ask anyone who's running Facebook ad how important this particular thing right here, this boy right here is. So make sure you set up correctly. It's a code which Facebook gives it to you so that you can track each and every activity your audience does on your website. So, for example, if you're sending them to traffic to a landing page, make sure that you have the pixel code installed correctly, so you can track how many visitors have gone to the landing page via the advertisement which you're running. All right. So to make sure that you are really creating an audience, you are building up a database of people who you would retarget or show them the ads again in the future. All right. So make sure you treat this guy like a family member and install it very, very correctly. This is a very hectic process. If you don't know how to do it correctly, give it to a developer if you're not tech savvy. All right. The next structure in Facebook ads is known as custom and lookalike audience. These are the audiences which either knows you, all right, they have either interacted with you in the past, and they, if you retargeting them, they will definitely buy it from, because they've already heard about your name. That's what custom audience is, and we would definitely look it out very, very soon. What is lookalike audience? Lookalike audience means key if you have 50 people who have purchased from your advertisement, if you go ahead and create, you literally telling Facebook that Facebook, go ahead and find around 1 million people or 5 million people who look exactly the same like my existing audience, or people who have purchased 50 people. You going ahead and pushing the data to Facebook, and you're telling to Facebook, go ahead and buy me the, get me the same audience. So this literally saves your ad budget. This literally gives you a lot of room to spend money, and you are confident that you would definitely get some profit back. All right. So yeah, that's what the ad psychology and structure, and I've only touched the 1% of it, definitely because we have limited time. So I would want you to get very, very important things in your mind and make sure you don't make mistakes. All right. So here we are with the next concept, which is the importance of ad creative ideas, which you can take and implement ASAP. So these are things which I have tested, and I have felt that once this is set up in your ad account, this can literally take your profits to the next level. What I'm talking about? I'm talking about your graphics, your creatives, your ad copies, which you can literally go ahead and put it out and make sure that people click on it. So if you see the first point, which is be so creative, your audience is forced to look at your ad. Let me give you an example. How many of you have heard of Peng Joon? For some matter, have you heard of Peng Joon? Let me know in the comments. So here is one of the ads which is running. So if my audio is full, I can literally show it to you right now. So just see, all right, he's literally selling one his $1 million ads product, which is a product on how to make your ads better. So let's see how this ad is. Yep. So you saw this. This is one of the best ads I've ever seen in the recent times. So You have to be creative like this. You have to make sure that people are forced to look at your ad and they're forced to click on the ad as well. The next important hack in your ad creative should be to include an CTF, which means a call to action. People should literally see that what they have, what you want them to do. For example, get your deal now, right? Take your lifetime offer, or get your free trial. Start your free trial right now. So make sure that you have these buttons involved. Buttons are clickable or not, you don't have that, doesn't matter, because if it's a static photo ad, someone can just click on it and they can go to the landing page and then transact. All right. So make sure you include these buttons, these texts, so that the call to action, this really makes the clicks go up. All right. If you're marketing a personal brand, have their image for the instant brand recall. For example, if you're marketing Narendra Modi, if you're marketing any politician, if you're marketing any business coach, make sure that you have their brand image, their picture on the creative itself, so that people can recall that, yeah, I know this guy, and if he's offering something, or if he has some offer, I should definitely check it out. And that recall, that importance is what drives more conversions. Okay. Next pro tip for ad creatives is to have colors that attract instant attention. So you can literally test between green, orange, red, and different creatives to see what is driving conversion, what is making people click on the ad. Because the color psychology is very, very different. If you see McDonald's, they have yellow and red as their brand colors because that drives excitement. If you have a color blue, which means trust, all right. So that's the importance. And if you can, let me just see what's going in the chat. All right. Amazing. Okay. So that's the thing. Okay. Have colors that attract instant attention. Now, the most important fact is audience reads the creative first, then the ad copies hook, then the headline, then the description. All right. So this is the stat which a lot of people still don't know. If you go and see the creative, let me just showcase it to you once again. Yeah, so just see this. All right. If you see this creative, you would see this, that people first read this, all right, which is 21 days videos challenge. Then they read this thing. Then they go ahead and read these things. Because this was scientifically proven, this was psychologically proven, that if you make sure that everything over here, the hook, all right, the creative, the headline, the description is on the point, all right, makes them click, then your ad has to be profitable. It has to drive more clicks and more conversions. So make sure that you have this particular thing tuned out, you have this thing corrected, you have this thing perfected in your own agency or for your client you're working for, because this drives conversion. We have tested it, so everything I'm talking about has been tested and proven by myself. Okay. So yeah, going back, so next thing is how to make sure that you have the best Facebook ad copy ideas, which will make your audience smash the link button or the URL. Okay. So the most important thing is to call out your audience in your ad copy. For example, if you can write attention marketers, entrepreneurs, teachers, founders. So which means if you have targeted entrepreneurs, marketers, teacher, founders, they can see that, oh, this ad is about me. Oh, this guy is calling out to me. Let me see what this guy wants to show it to me. So you go ahead and you click on the ad, right? If you're a marketer or entrepreneur, teacher, founder. So make sure you do that. Label pain point at the very first beginning of the ad copy. All right. If you're writing something, make sure the headline is very much attractive, very much catchy. So that forces the person to go ahead and read the rest of your copy. If he reads the rest of your copy, then he's literally hooked to your ad, hooked to your ad copy, and he can go ahead and take the action you want them to. Label their dream, wants, objectives at the very beginning. You have the label the pain point. You can also label their dreams and wants and objective. For example, if you want, you can write, do you want to lose 50 kgs in 6 days or 50 kgs in 1 year? Right? This is what they want. All right. Everyone who is a little fat wants to lose a little weight, would definitely go ahead and see, I'm 100 kilos right now. I want to lose 50 kgs in the 1 year. So let's see what this guy has a solution for me. All right. So make sure you have these things labeled out in the ad copy so that people can literally go ahead and kind of click. They can do anything they want. So when you're writing the ad copy, make sure that you have link click given there. You have the link to your landing page, to your sales funnel, to your anything which you're sending the traffic to, so that it becomes easy for your audience to go ahead and click it. Otherwise, they have to find the button where should I click. A lot of people are not very versed with Facebook ads when they're seeing the advertisements. So make sure you include the link URL everywhere. Use numbers as much as possible. Odd is better, psychologically proven. If you include number like 7, 9, 11, 13, every odd number has been proven to drive conversions relatively to the even number. I don't know what's the concept all about, but it definitely works out. It definitely works out. We have seen that, and I'm not sure why it happens. It's definitely a psychological concept, but it works. Talk differently to different retargeting audiences. So if you know the concept of retargeting, which means the audience who has already visited your website, you are retargeting them with something, an offer, a product or service, or to know more about your content, know more about your service. So make sure you talk in that language itself. So don't talk to them as they're new to you. Talk to them like, hey, I saw you visited my website, and if you like my content, how about I give you a free copy of my ebook? Here, take it out. Click the link below and go ahead and fill it on your email address and something, and get your copy, right? So because they already know you, they have already visited your website earlier. Now you're giving them an offer to go ahead and put the email addresses and name and get a copy, right? So make sure you do this. A lot of people don't do this. I don't know why, but this works out. They read your headlines and description, make them click worthy. I already emphasized on this point. I'm emphasizing again. Do this, otherwise you won't get more clicks, you won't get more conversions. Simple. Strategies to grow your email list using Facebook ads. So Facebook ads can be used for multiple purposes. It can be used to increase your leads. It can also use to increase your sales. So if you want to get more email IDs, all right, email lists, if you want to grow your email list using Facebook advertisements, so here's what you have to do. You have to offer an irresistible lead magnet or a tripwire, which means a product at a very, very low cost, so that a person doesn't have to think even for 1 second to go ahead and grab it. All right, let me show you the example of Frank Kern. He's one of the world's biggest direct response copywriter, which means he is a click to cash guy. All right, it means someone clicks on an ad, he makes sure that they convert into something, they take some action. So let me show it to you how he has done it. All right, so this is Frank Kern. Make sure to follow him. So check this out. All right, check the offer out, check the lead magnet out to acquire new customers on scale. Okay, this is the Facebook ad, and he says holiday sale, get 5 marketing books for $1. Get 5 of Frank Kern's books for just $1. Again, the same offer, get 5 marketing books for $1. It means he's emphasizing on getting you to take this action and get all of these books for $1. This is a complete no-brainer if you know Frank Kern, how he is. Okay, so if you see Frank Kern, he says get for $1, you just click on it and he takes you to a landing page. All right, here is it. Now you can get 5 of my best selling books for just $1. Okay, so that's where he's selling you, and he's acquiring leads at a very, very not a low cost, but he's acquiring leads which are buyer leads. Right, which means they will definitely buy more in the future if they see more value coming from Frank Kern. So make sure you have these kind of offers, products and services to acquire leads at scale via Facebook ads. Okay, 1 second, or let me go to the presentation back. So if you have a case study to showcase to the audience, make sure you include that case study. So, for example, if you have done some work for your client, and if you want to get more client for your agency using Facebook ads, you can go ahead, you can target business owners on Facebook. You can create a creative which says how we help this brand to grow by 230% this year using this. Read the case study now. And once they read the case study, you can have them, we can say enter the name, email address, and tell them that if you want the same results, book a free consultation call over here. Okay, you can even do that with the help of case studies. So that's what helps them to actually go ahead and take action, and you get more clients for your agency. Okay. Conduct webinars where you add tremendous value and conduct a soft to no sell. So if you're using Facebook ads, you can also have people to come over your target audience to come over and attend your webinars. Now, you know what webinars are, right? This pandemic has literally boomed the importance of webinars. So uh, you can just invite them to a webinar and you can give them the full value. You don't need to sell. As I said over here, a soft to no sell. You can even pitch something for $1, or you can even invite them to a Facebook group, but give them value, give them something so that they can trust you. You ultimately have their email so that you can, if you have to market anything, you can even market it later. All right. So make sure you check this out. And yeah, the conducting webinars has been proven to be a good, very good tactic to drive results from Facebook advertisements. All right, let me see what's going on. Okay. Amazing. So redirect traffic to a blog or a podcast and get an authority brand build. If you don't know the importance of building an authority, this is the right time. All right. If you have to get people to take action, if you have to get people to buy from you using Facebook ads, make sure that you either get them, give them some content, give them something, or drive them to a podcast, because podcast has been looked at as the content of the elite, which means only people like, who have certain knowledge run a podcast. And I mean, across the world, there are only 800,000 podcasts or 1 million podcasts compared to 1 billion blogs. Imagine that. So if you have a podcast, I mean, make sure you capitalize to the fullest. You send the audience using Facebook ads, you just redirect them to your podcast link and give them a reason to trust you and make you an authority. All right. If you have a SaaS product, which means a software as a service product like MailChimp, you have an email marketing platform, you have a SEO tool, you have something to offer a free trial via Facebook ads, acquire users for do a paid acquisition, and make sure that they are retained by you and they pay you eventually to use your software. Okay. Now the main meat: how to succeed in Facebook ads if you have never spent $1 on it, if you have never used Facebook ads. I know that you can go ahead and you can check out the Facebook ads, how to run Facebook ads. You can just go and Google it. You can see the structure, click on buttons, right? But you can do that. You can go to YouTube and search for it. But if you have to know how to run it correctly, you have to look at this. Always run your ads from Business Manager. I mean, I've seen people running it from their personal ad accounts or boosting it. I mean, you must be saying, no, I haven't done it, but certain people who have done this thing. They run it from their personal ad accounts, they get banned, and then they have some issues with their profiles, or they do it via boost ads, and then that thing doesn't drive conversions. They get frustrated, and then they blame on Facebook ads that Facebook ads don't work. That's false. All right, that's a false concept. They live in dream world. Always run it from business.facebook.com. Get your business registered, verified. Run it ethically, and try more sales. Okay. Choose the right objective, set up your funnels and pixel at the right format correctly. So people, they have to get conversions, but they choose the objective as traffic, which means people who will only click on your ad but won't buy anything. So eventually then people run the ads, they don't know how to do it, and then eventually they blame on Facebook ads. So a lot of people, a lot of beginners fall into this trap. I mean, 95% people fall into this. Let me tell you that. They don't have their funnel set up. They don't have any other products to sell. They don't have the right pixels installed. Again, which makes it very, very tough for them to, kind of go ahead and do things. So let me tell you, get these things right, and you are very, very much good to go. Pro tip 3, be creative, create attention grabbing copy and graphics. I have already laid out the importance for you. And this is a pro tip for a reason, because a lot of people don't do it. Okay. They don't take action. They're not creative with their Facebook ads. They just write anything. They write it in lowercase letters. They just fill in the whole text that doesn't display any value to their audience. They don't write the right headlines, don't write the right descriptions. Eventually using money on Facebook's having high cost per mile, CPM rates. So be creative and hire a graphic designer. I mean, if you can, and get them to do some work for you. Pro tip 4 is don't increase budgets drastically. Move steadily to avoid exponential increase in costs. Most important thing. A lot of people, what they do is they run Facebook ads. They spend $20 a day. They see some success and they shoot it up to $100 a day. Eventually, their acquisition costs increasing. Eventually, they're losing money in the long run. So don't be too much, cushion with Facebook ads. Facebook ads is there to take your money eventually. Facebook needs your money. They want to grow. They want their company at the end of the day. They will do everything to make sure you pay them a lot. But no, you have to control. You have to increase drastically. If you spend $10 a day, make sure you increase by $10 again, or $15, $20, $40, and then $60, eventually seeing success and moving step by step and not just drastically increasing it. So a lot of people don't tell you this. Listen out here. I've seen it, and it creates a lot of problem. Pro tip 5 is use UTM parameters to track campaigns in analytics. So how many of you have heard of Google Analytics? Let me know in the comments. Type 1 in the comment or chat if you have heard of Google Analytics before. Anyone? All right, heard of it? Heard of it? Do you know you can track your Facebook ads campaigns results in Google Analytics? Do you know that? How to do it? All right, let me show it to you how to do it. Okay. So for example, you are sending some traffic, all right? And so this is a URL. I just send it out to you in the chat if you want. Okay, let me just send it to you. Okay, so if you have a campaign, okay, and if you want to track from where did the conversion come from where did people buy, all right? So make sure that you have your URL put up. So these are the steps, all right? You have your URL over here where you are sending the traffic to, okay? Next, you have to make sure that you have the campaign source ready, right? From where did the traffic came from. So this thing can be tracked in Google Analytics. So whenever someone converts from this link, which is yourcampaign.com/SMS summit, UTM source FB video ads campaign, you know that particular sale, that particular amount in your bank account came from this video campaign, which I ran on Facebook from this ad. And yeah, so it means you can literally track your money, where it's going, where it's coming from. All right. This is the best thing to know where your money is spent, because you have to track the numbers. It's very important. Okay. So let me go back. So if you're enjoying the session right now, if you think that this is valuable, if you think that this has added some information, some value to you, some knowledge to you, again, type yes in the chat box right now. Yes, type yes. And come on, I want to see this. Okay, I know you have a lot of questions, and I answer each one of them. And I'm here to stay and answer everything. Okay, so stick to the end. I have more for you. So now you want to think about the great resources for you to earn Facebook ads. I've showcased it to you. The main meat, the things which you should avoid, the things which you should do for a Facebook ad to succeed, to make money, to make profits. All right, everything over here. Shamnas will be sending this PPT to you and this recording to you eventually. Rewind it, go ahead and check it out again and again, and refer to it if you want, and understand each one of the concepts to make sure that you make money and you don't lose money. Okay. So these are the resources for you to earn Facebook ads from. If you want to learn Facebook ads for free, here's the research tools. These are the things which I recommend. Don't take a picture right now if you want. Don't note this down. Eventually, this presentation will be given to you by Shamnas. So the blog johnroman.com, he has one of the best insights available on the planet on Facebook ads. Make sure you follow this blog. Make sure you opt into his list, and he will give you amazing insights on Facebook ads. Next is Perpetual Traffic Podcast by digitalmarketer.com. Make sure if they're on Spotify, they're on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, everywhere, make sure you subscribe to this podcast and listen to them, tune into their Facebook ad strategies. They tell you a lot of Facebook ad strategies you can use, you can implement, you can get results. Molly Pittman's content. Molly Pittman is one of the authority in Facebook ads across the world. She explains concepts in a very, very simple manner, which you can just see, understand, implement, and take your results to the next level. Make sure you follow a YouTube channel, which is known as AdWord Conferences. AdWord Conferences, I literally learned a lot from these guys. All of them you see here, I learn from every single day. I see that content every single day to make sure that I am very versed. So if I'm seeing it, you should definitely start consuming that content like it's your breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Consume them whenever you get some time. Okay. So the example of references which I gave in this thing, there are two more I didn't give, but I'll definitely showcase it to you. The importance of having good ad copy. Let me take you to Billy Genius Marketing. Okay, so let me showcase his page to you. Right. So this particular thing, Facebook Ads Library, is one of the great resource for you to go ahead and check your competitors' ad. I'll come back to that later. So let me showcase it to you. This guy, who is known as Billy Genius Marketing, is one of the best advertisers in the world when it comes to Facebook ads. And just see his ad copy. All right, just see his ad copy. Yeah. Want to crush your quarter four sales goals. What does this headline mean? If you remember, I've showcased it to you in the ad copy section. The aim, the objectives, the dreams, the achievements which a person wants to get, make sure you put them at the headline. Want to crush your quarter four sales goals. Every business owner wants to do that, right? So make sure you have this. Again, attracting with numbers. I made a 9-minute video showing you exactly 9-minute video, not 8 minutes, 9 minutes, odd number. Okay, with zero budget, zero brand, zero team, and not a clue what to sell. Just using a laptop, social media, and my brain. Look at this copy. Okay, how beautifully written it is. So it grabs the attention. It makes the person to go ahead and read the rest of it, and then again, they can profit from it. They can implement this, and you can just literally go ahead and see this copy, take inspiration, write it in your own version, and make more sales through your Facebook ads. All right. So let me also showcase it to you, the Facebook Ads Manager dashboard. How does it look? All right, so that you're also, if you're newbie, if you're completely new to Facebook ads, it will give you some idea of how Facebook ads look. So let me showcase it to you, the traffic side of it. Okay. So this is how the Facebook ads dashboard look, by the way. If you're creating a new campaign, okay, this is where your campaign structure is. As we talked about the campaign budget optimization, you can enable this over here. All right, you can put the budget over here. I mean, how much you want to spend. You want to spend 1,000, you can spend that much. You can spend 10,000 per day, lakh per day. It depends upon you. This is the ad set level. Once you have set up everything, you come to the ad set level. All right, you see it. You set up a pixels. You set up your, if you're marketing for app, you can do it for app marketing as well. If you're doing by messenger marketing, you can do it messenger marketing as well. If you want to send traffic to WhatsApp, you can send the traffic to WhatsApp as well via Facebook Ads Manager. All right. There's some advanced things which I think it will take me a whole day or 1 week to make you understand and to set up a class with you. But otherwise, this thing is what right now works. Okay. This is where you set up your targeting, all right, gender, detail targeting, all languages, all right, age, location where you want to target. All right. This is the placements we talked about. If you remember, where you want to showcase your ads. If you want to showcase your ads to the Facebook newsfeed, you want to showcase it to Instagram stories, Facebook stories, Messenger stories. You can literally see the examples of how it will look in Facebook over here. Okay, how it will look in Instagram stories over here. That's how deep Facebook ads is. This is a section where you showcase it to you, the potential reach of a campaign. Okay. The next we come to is the ad level, where you create your ad copies, you create your ad creatives, you deploy them, and then you take your ads to the next level. Boom. Okay. So you have single image or video, you have carousel. Carousel means you have 5-6 carousels, or we can say images, set of images or videos, which just gets, swipe. People can swipe it and see the content, and they can literally click on any one of it and can redirect to the same page. So that's used for more e-commerce products and testimonials. If you want, you can use that. So here's where you put your website URL. We can take this URL, which we have over here, and it doesn't exist. It's just an example. So we can put it over here. Okay. Boom. Okay. That's how it works. You paste your campaign. This is where the people are going to once they click on your ad. So this is where you create your ad copies. All right. You write your main ad copy over here. You write your headline over here, and then you add your media, whatever you want to add, your image, video. You can see the preview over here, and then you can just need to hit publish, and your ad will be showcased to multiple people. It will go for review, and then it will be approved, and then you're ready to run a Facebook ad. That's how the anatomy of Facebook Ads Manager is. Okay. So, all right. So thank you for your attention. And before I go, if you think this is the final slide, this is not. You thought it has ended. We have surprises and bonuses. 3 more points so that you are very much protected from Facebook ads as a monster. Okay. So if you have to make sure that you'd use 2 different pixels so you don't use your data even if one account gets banned. So right now Facebook is banning a lot of ad accounts. So if you want to be safe, if you want to be safe from the wrath of Facebook ads banning your ad accounts, make sure you install 2 Facebook ad pixels into your landing page, right? 2 pixel codes, so you don't use, even if one account gets banned, you have the data of the other one. You are protected from the data. So if you want to learn how to install Facebook Pixel, go on YouTube, type how to install Facebook Pixel. It will showcase a tutorial. Go ahead and install it. Make your parents, siblings, friends, business manager or ad account so you can use them once your gets banned. Okay. How many of you do this? Your parents have your Facebook ads profile and they don't have business manager accounts. So you can go ahead and make one and get your business registered there as well, so you don't miss out. And okay, that's a good hack. Use Facebook ads library plus spy tools to get idea about your competitors ads. So let me showcase it to you what I'm talking about. If you see, just this is the Facebook ad library, by the way. You can go ahead and you can spy on your competitors ads. All right, for example, I am an advertiser and I want to look at the ads of, let's say, yeah, let me look at what Speng Joon is doing or what Billie Jean is marketing doing. So because they're my competitors, right? They're running an advertising agency. Franken is a direct response copywriter. You can see the ads of every brand over here. Let me showcase it to you. You are very much familiar with the brand. Let's say we can put Cadbury. I don't know if they're running the ad right now. Yep, they're running it. If you can literally see all the Cadbury's ads across the world. These are the ads they're running it in India. You can even see it from the platform. So these are the ads which are running. You can see their ad copies. You can literally see to which landing page it goes to. For example, if I click on it, it goes to Big Basket. All right, they're marketing on Big Basket, so the traffic goes to this Big Basket. You can see the creatives. So I just put the link to this Facebook ads tool in the chat option, so you can go ahead and literally spy on your competitors. Okay. One second. All right, done. Okay, so, and I'm done. I'm done, guys. That's it. That's it from my side. So, yeah.
Thank you, Karan.
How was it?
It was awesome. It was very informative. So guys, if you have any questions, you can drop a comment here or you can ask a question in WhatsApp group.
So guys, I want to see the chat option booming up right now. Let me know how did you guys find this out. I have to give a lot more value to you guys because I'm limited on time. But of course, when we have next SMS part 2, part 3, part 4, I'll be giving you a lot more information. I know Shamnas will again organize a thing like this because he is not stopping already. He's a hustler. I know him. And yeah, I'm open for questions if you have any, and let's discuss Facebook ads.
Asking, do you have any spy tools? Suman.
Hi, Karan. Thank you for this very informative and session, as well as you have thrown certain lights which I was not at all aware about it. Thank you for that. Second thing which I wanted to ask you is about the pixels. Definitely, pixels is the life of the ads or whatever you are doing it for the future. So, irrespective of the pixels, I just wanted you to talk about, like, I just want to give an example with the things. Like, for example, if I have to market one of my courses, right? It has several funnels, say about some 2 more added that. particular landing pages. So if someone buys on the order page and next land to the next page, which is the second funnel, again over there, either they have an option of buying or either they have an option of skipping. When they are skipping it, they're again going to the third downsells or whatsoever. So in that scenario, what kind of pixels you try to add? I know it is an advanced level. Probably I just wanted
Not
to
at
look
all.
at that.
Not at all. Let me tell you.
And
Let me tell you the biggest hack you can do over here is have custom conversions. Okay.
yes.
Through custom conversion, you just need to put the URL, because what you can do is you can have your base pixel installed throughout your funnel, throughout your website. You just need that URL of that particular URL where the person visited but hasn't taken any action, and then just if you're running a Facebook ad to retarget that person to take the action, just put that URL and then you're good to go.
Okay, that's
it.
awesome. Then
Yep.
what about the other funnels like we have laid down, right? Like say for example, 3 to 4 funnels. So over there, what any other code you add, or it is just like the same which you're adding it to track the conversions?
No, just take custom conversion. Otherwise, see, there are a lot of advanced things which you can do using Google Tag Manager. But again, it will be very hectic because your product is very much simplified. Your funnel is very simplified. If someone buys or someone doesn't buy, simple, right? So if someone doesn't buy, you just have to retarget them with something, a good offer so that they buy. And if someone buys off, they go to the next page, simple, right? You're not making them install any app. You're not making them go to any login page, dashboard, all right? You're not making them go to any, third party or any complex systems. All right. So you just, if you have a course, if you have, a training product, you're just taking them to thank you page or the next part of the funnel once they buy that small dollar offer which you have. So that's very simplified process. You don't need to do any advanced coding there. Just have custom conversion the URL and define them, right? For example, if you have an offer which is Pinterest $7, okay, Pinterest $7, you have a $7 offer. So label that custom conversion as Pinterest $7. So all the people who have bought Pinterest $7 would be in that audience. And those who haven't bought it are not in that audience. Simple.
Okay, that's a little simplified for sure. But still, for them who are very new to it, I think you need to do a session for that. We don't mind paying it.
I'm on. No. You don't need to pay for it. It's definitely a very, very simple thing. Let me know. I can do it in niche marketers or anywhere you want. Let me talk to Google.
Please make sure that you guys do it with regards with the pixels and adding them, because that's what all wanted to.
Yeah. Because it's as I said, you need to make them the part of your family. You make family member, right? Yeah. So yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Pleasure.
Hello.
Guys,
can you hear me?
Yes, Aftab. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to. Can we see our competitors' amount spent in ads?
Nope, that's hidden by Facebook. You can only see it for public, like politicians, and even if the brand allows to showcase it to, so that can be only seen on the Facebook ads library as I showcase it to you. Let me see if I find one advertiser for whom I can find the budget for.
I have seen in some political parties pages, but I didn't see any brand pages.
I have seen for White Hat Junior, by the way. Let me check if they still have it. I don't know, but let me just go and check. Okay. There are, I don't know, but some tools did that earlier, but that were being banned by Facebook after Cambridge Analytica. You remember Cambridge Analytica scam?
Yeah,
so after that, Facebook is very much tight on things.
Is there any other tools other than ads library?
There are many. You just need to Google them. That's it. Okay. You'll find a lot. This is the simplest tool. It's by Facebook, so data is more accurate. That's it.
Okay.
Okay. Spending by this page on ads related to social. Let me check if they. Nope. They have taken it down. They had it earlier. See. Let me just see if I can see that. Organization manager page. Nope, they have taken it down. So White Hat had the data of how much they were spending in 1 week, and it was almost 1 crore.
Oh.
Okay, on Facebook itself.
Oh, great.
So it's very confidential for Facebook to showcase that same data.
Okay, thank you for the session.
Yeah, welcome, man. It's my pleasure.
So guys, if you have any more questions, you can ask in WhatsApp. Karan, again, it was a wonderful session today.
Man, thanks a lot for putting this up. You're a rock star. We all know that. Okay.
Okay. I'll share the links of presentations by the end of the session.
Sure. I definitely want to watch the next session. It's very interesting. Pinterest, it is Suman's best thing. All right, Pinterest is what, right? So let's see what Suman has to bring in.
And there are not much people who are focusing much on Pinterest in India.
It's a